Hey everyone, this is Lior from museversemuse.com, and today I'm going to show you how to publish your first book on Amazon. By now, if you've been following our guide, you should already have your book ready. You should have it written, researched, and all that, and now you just got to get it out there for the world. So you're going to want to go and start at kdp.amazon.com, and if you just hit go, it's going to redirect you here. And then you're going to get a create or sign in button with your Amazon account that already exists. So I just suggest using that. And it's going to ask you when you originally log in to, sign or accept their terms of use and all that. And once you do that, in order to actually receive money in the long run, you're going to have to edit your account and your banking details, as well as your address and all that. But to get started with publishing a book, you just want to hit add new title right here. And on the next page, there's basically two steps. One is entering all the information of the book as well as uploading it, and the second is just the pricing. So right away, if you've decided to go to KDP Select, as we've discussed in previous posts, you will be able to get 70% royalties as well as promote your book for free for 5 days every 90 days. So you can just check that right there. And let's just start. So your book details, you're going to want to enter your title here. Of course, you want to get your keyword in there and the title you already decided on. If it's part of a series, you can enter that there. And all this additional information. What I like to do actually is just go straight to the bottom of the page, and then because you're able to save as a draft at any time, I would just go straight to uploading the book file to make sure that there's no spelling mistakes, because it has a checker here to make sure it looks good. So I'll want to enable digital rights management, which means people can't really just steal it or give it away to their friends. And if I just hit browse for book, I'll be able to upload the book and a previewer will show up. So you can check it out there. Then I would just upload the cover image that I already have designed. And at that point, I'll just hit save as draft. So I can just go back at any time and enter the rest of the details. But in the end, you want to have your book title up here. Your publisher, I just generally leave this blank because you can add book contributors right here. But you want to add your description. Make it a sales page as much as possible, as opposed to just describing your book. So yeah, go ahead and add your description, add some keywords in there. Add the contributors. If you click on that, you'll be able to put a first and last name and select the title. I usually just put either my name or the pen name as the author, and you can add any other pen names you like. All the rest is optional, of course. But you do need to select that this is not a public domain work and that you hold the necessary publishing rights if you want to go on KDP Select, because one of the rules of KDP Select is that you are not allowed to have your book anywhere else available on the internet. So just make sure you have that checked off. And then the last step would be to add categories as well as keywords. So categories, you're just going to click on add categories, and like we've mentioned in the past, these categories are not the exact same that you see elsewhere on Amazon Kindle books, like when you're searching on Amazon.com. And you can always contact them just at the bottom of KDP. If you want to go in a specific category that you don't see here, you could just go to contact us and ask them to put you in a specific category. And often they'll be more than happy to do that. So you can just add any two categories. I suggest going for categories that are not extremely general, because if it is, then you'll have a lot more competition coming to kick you out. So you want to stay number one at like a very specific level. Like look how many levels we can go deep. Like you get the point. As for keywords, if you read their guidelines, it does say that you should not use words that you've already used in your description and title. I personally don't listen to that. I just added anyways, as well as other keywords that you know that they could be searching for based on what either AK Elite told you or any other software that you're using. And that's about it. When you head to the next page, you'll be prompted to enter all this information about rights and pricing. So generally, I just do worldwide rights so that I can sell it everywhere. I would also choose a 70% royalty. And if you haven't heard us say this before, I like to do a $3.07 as opposed to just $2.99, which is the minimum to get 70%. And that is just simply because marketing works very well with the last number at 7, and it just seems like a much higher quality book. So I'll uncheck the ones that it'll automatically fill all these in based on this original price, but I will manually uncheck them and change it to 7 at the end if I have the option to. And that's about it. You want to add the book lending, which means people that are part of KDP Prime can download 1 book a month, and if they do, then you get usually about $2 or so, depending on how large the KDP pot is for that month. And then you just check off this rights terms and conditions box and save and publish. Once you do that, you'll hopefully be emailed within 6 to 24 hours or so saying that your book is published and ready to go. So that's the basics of publishing on KDP. You can also change up your description and make it, you know, HTML rich and all that with different fonts and that sort of stuff if you set up a Amazon Author Central account, which we'll go over in another video. But this is the basics of publishing, and we hope it was simple enough for you. Thanks.